Oh hey, didn't see you there.
Yo, what up? It's Say My Name.
Yo, what's up? It's Cream.
What's up, guys? This is Riot City.
This is Blunts and Blondes.
My name's Allison Wonderland.
Sullivan King here.
Yo, this is Hesh.
This has been TRILLVO.
You're watching TRILLVO.com.
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 You're logged into TRILLVO.com.
And you're watching TRILLVO.com.
Disillusionize me, Captain.
Thanks for tuning in. This is TRILLVO.com. I've got with me the artist formerly known as Notorious Chris, Australian producer Badvoid, who has killed the last 2 months with his latest two releases, Anarchy and Sing Me to Sleep, on top of past releases garnering support from Zedstead, Marshmallow, and Whipped Cream. Both tracks have done numbers, and with 2021 just starting, it's looking like an explosive year for him. How are you doing?
Yeah, I'm doing pretty good. Just working on music and staying healthy. How are you?
Doing good. Little bit nervous, but
A little bit nervous.
yeah, a little bit hyped to be on the on a meeting with you for once. How did you get started on your musical journey, and when did you discover your sound, and like how did you fine tune it over the years?
Well, I originally started music when I was like 7 or 8. I was playing guitar and I wanted to be in a rock band. And then as I got older, I got influence from my brothers to like fall in love with dance music. And as soon as I listened to dance music for the first time, I wanted to learn to start producing straight away. So that's what I did, got into it. And then, yeah, I've been producing for like 6 years now. And it's just been a long journey ever since, trying to find my sound and all of that. But yeah, definitely comfortable with my production now.
All right, around what time did you like find your sound, I guess?
Not even that long ago, honestly. Probably 2018 is when I fully like discovered my sound and started working on it from there. But yeah, only 2018, wasn't too long ago.
Wow. Okay. I know like your last two tracks, Anarchy and Sing Me to Sleep, are like super explosive, really aggressive. Anarchy kind of takes this orchestral route, and Sing Me to Sleep takes a more kind of haunting road, if you will. Are these two tracks like representative of the direction you're going to be taking us on the Badvoid project?
Yeah, it's definitely the next chapter of music for me for 2021. That's why I wanted to start the year off with a bang with Sing Me to Sleep and kind of have a mini showcase of what else you can expect to hear from me for 2021.
Okay. Do you have anything coming up anytime soon that you'd like to?
Allegedly, I've got an EP dropping next month. Allegedly.
Allegedly, okay. That's dope. That's dope. I know you've kind of got this like, I'd say a darker mid-tempo, but definitely like the kind of aggressive style with it, if you will. So I kind of want to know, what artists would you say are your top 5 influences?
Definitely Rez, of course. Blank, and even some of the smaller people like Nicodemus, along the likes of those. Just everyone's killing it in the industry at the moment and taking inspiration from pretty much any producer that's in the game. I can only name top 3. Can't do top 5.
Nah, you're good. Honestly, that top 3 is pretty correct. I know Blake's been killing it, been absolutely murdering it. I know he's doing like production lessons on his Patreon, by the way. Check that out. Totally. Rez just dropped that new track with Paris. Nicodemus and you actually just dropped Anarchy, I think, December.
Yeah.
Like
December 4th.
Yeah, 4th. I was about to say second. But honestly, great track. Super aggressive. I was actually kind of curious if that orchestral sound is like kind of new that you're bringing in, or if that's something from like, I know I listened to some of your older tracks. If that's something from like the past, kind of coming back, or
I've always loved like playing around with orchestral music, but yeah, Nick had an idea and he had it originally implanted into the song, and then I kind of just worked around it. But it's definitely something for sure I would like to put into future releases. Yeah.
Okay. So on top of all of the great like music things you're doing, we also have been like battling a massive worldwide pandemic. How have you been adapting to the changes, and how have you been handling the whole COVID experience yourself?
Well, I'm in Australia right now, and obviously Australia is really lucky. We have pretty much no COVID cases at all. We're fully back to normal. Festivals are back and everything, but when everything first started to happen, it was obviously difficult. I was in LA at the time, and I literally got back to Australia, I think, 1 week or even less than a week before COVID hit and like the world went into quarantine. So I was lucky I got back in time, but I kind of used everything to my advantage because it gave me more time to just buckle down and work on as much music as possible. So um, I just try to take everything and use it to my advantage as much as possible. And I'm kind of glad with how everything worked out because I've made more music than I ever have in the past, ever since all this happened. So yeah.
Okay, wow. Yeah, that's honestly one great way that I've seen a lot of, or not actually a lot of, but a handful of producers really get ahead of the game during the whole like COVID thing. Uh, I was kind of curious as to whether like since Australia's shows are back and whatnot, have you been playing any festivals out there? Have you been playing any shows? How's that?
I haven't played any festivals, any shows yet because it only opened up back in December, and the artists that have been playing are like A-list DJs
Oh
like
yeah.
What's Not, other artists like that. They're just resuming their tours that originally got postponed or cancelled. But there's definitely some things in the works for like halfway through 2021. So yeah, stay tuned for that for sure.
Okay. So, what is the Badvoid project to you? How did you come up with the name, and what is like, I guess, what is the idea of Badvoid?
Well, the idea of Badvoid, it's pretty much just the next step in the direction for my music and the sound of like me. I kind of like to think of it as more of an alter ego than actually being a part of me. Um, it was really hard trying to think of a name. We obviously wanted to stop the Notorious Chris project and think of a new name. It was a name I made up when I was like 14, 13 maybe. And yeah, it didn't work obviously, and I just needed something new, something fresh. So it took me and my management a few weeks to think of a good name. But yeah, it's kind of even hard to explain how we came up with the name, but we pretty much had like the vision board, put all the visions that we had for the future of me and all the sounds that kind of resemble me, and yeah, we came up with Badvoid.
Okay. So you came up with Notorious Chris when you were 14, or Badvoid when you were
Yeah.
14? Okay.
Oh
So
no, Notorious Chris. Sorry,
okay,
my
okay.
bad.
How did that progress?
And what? How did the Notorious Chris name progress? I was yeah, like I said, I was like 13 or 14, and I was a massive Conor McGregor fan. And it sounds stupid, but his name was the notorious Conor McGregor. And yeah, and I was like, oh, my first name's Chris, so I can go Notorious Chris. And then it didn't even like I didn't even consider that there's the Notorious B.I.G. Obviously, I always knew him as Biggie Smalls. But yeah, a pretty stupid way to come up with a name. But
So, how exactly did you guys come up with the name Badvoid then? Or
yeah,
like,
well,
what does that mean? What does Badvoid mean to you?
it's pretty much like two things behind it. Like when I like to think about my music, I like to think it is bad. Not like my music is bad, but you know what I mean. Like it's like evil sounding, and the void is like an emptiness. So like I like it to make you feel like if you're watching me live, that like you'll be put into like an empty space listening to my music. If you get what I mean by that.
I do, yeah.
Like
sort of like
on a spiritual level type of thing. Like
okay.
a trip.
All right. Yeah. That's definitely the vibe I've been getting from at least the last two singles. And Desolation, I think that was a little bit a while ago, like 2019 or so.
Yeah.
Thanks for tuning into the interview with Badvoid. Check out his latest release, Sing Me to Sleep, and make sure to check out his guest mix dropping this Friday.
Thanks for having me on today, and thanks for tuning in, everybody.